Hi there, amazing people. David Readman here. Great pleasure to be back on my YouTube channel. It's been a few weeks. What have I been doing? Well, I've been out with VOODOO CIRCLE on a 5-day tour. When we last spoke, I probably didn't even know the correct dates, but now I know them. We started in Bentheim and we finished on Sunday night, last Sunday night. Today's Wednesday. So I've had a few days to recover. Sunday night we finished in Dortmund, and how incredible that was. This is part one of the VOODOO CIRCLE tour report. It's not going to be so crazy or intense. It's just a little kind of catch up, I suppose. It's the end of November and it's getting cold. I know that. Thank God last week was kind of weather-wise still pretty good. Obviously I'm a singer and we've got to watch out, we've got to take care, of course. So that kind of takes the fun out of it when it gets cold and people get sick and stuff like that. While we were traveling, I had a feeling that the whole world was sick. You know, I went down to Saarland on the train and everybody was coughing and spluttering. So it's dangerous business. Basically, I played already with Alex Bauer and friends on the Friday in Saarland. I then returned on the Saturday. The week before, basically, I'd hurt my back. You know, we're all getting on a bit now, of course. I've had this problem for a while, unfortunately, and I hurt my back. So that meant basically taking painkillers. I returned on the Monday back to Saarland. Met up with the guys and we entered the practice room on the Monday. Got a bit of footage for you. You'll see it in the back in a few places. It was an incredible practice. Monday night we had something to eat together. Went for a nice meal in Italian. Caught up a little bit. A bit of family kind of meeting, I suppose you could say, in respect. It was great to meet the guys again. It'd been many years. It'd been probably around about 11 years since I'd seen Alessandro Del Vecchio, the keyboard maestro, Alex Jansen. It's been a long time, been like probably 5 or 6 years, something like that. Alex, it had not been so long. I think the last time I'd seen him was, of course, the Friday that we played together. This year was pretty good. We've met up a few times and done Alex Bauer on friend gigs, sometimes in the summer. Also with Gulli on bass, so it was Thomas Krug also. So it's always great going to Saarland. And of course Mr. Coleman, I played obviously this year with Moby Dick a few times, so we've met up, generally speaking. The Tuesday we continued to practice and some of these songs, Blind Man, Devil's Daughter, stuff like that, we'd obviously played together. Obviously the 11 years ago or maybe a little bit less. So stuff like that kind of works quite well. It's not really a surprise to play that kind of stuff. Also for me, lyrically worked already pretty well, although I'd obviously taken a few weeks time, of course, to learn the stuff again and sing it in my studio. Songs like On the Edge, the 3 songs that we played on the tour from the new album, Hail to the King, which of course is now out there, vinyl and CD. CD, you'll have to wait a little bit, but be patient, order it from Amazon or obviously these kind of places. Obviously the album's on Spotify, so go and have a listen there, of course, even though we don't make any money from it. Yeah, I realize that more and more these days, times are changing, of course, in that respect. I think in the future, as an artist, you probably make like 100 CDs that people can kind of lotto-wise order, but I think the CD, in a very short amount of time, will be gone. And that's really unfortunate. Obviously, we as artists, in film industry, book industry, stuff like that, many different industries, obviously slowly but surely are dying. The future will be different, I have to admit that, I understand that. But David, this is a tour report. Yeah, ran over. Yeah, the newer songs, it's always a bit of a surprise. We left those until Tuesday. We checked out those songs. They worked really well, let's be honest. They were really good already from the start. Even though we'd never actually played the songs together. Obviously, we've gone into the studio individually and done our thing, of course. Vocals I recorded last year over the sort of like February, March, April sort of area in my studio, a different studio. And you know, I think we spent most of Tuesday getting those 3 new songs to a level which we could deal with, that were working really good. Sometimes you've got to play things and do things different than the record, because what worked on the record is not necessarily going to work live. You might also want to change the tempo of a song that didn't necessarily work, that works better live, basically. The Wednesday, we then met really early in the morning and we got in the transporter. I say transporter, obviously a van with windows, stuff like that. And we set off and headed off to Bentheim. Great venue. That was part 1, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to go and check out Hail to the King. Some great reviews out there. Looking forward to seeing you. And go check out part 2. See you later. Adios.